Hello friends, so this is from Banar Technology Private Limited. The second task assigned by this company like ATS integration microservices. What's the problem statement says? The problem statement is basically there are multiple ATS tracking system application present here in the industries. Okay, so different companies are uses different ATS applications according to their requirement. So here we need to create one real time backend service that contain basically a unified API for jobs and candidates and while internally talking to your assigned ATS. So here we will use any ATS API key. In my code, I use Joho API, but we use Greenhouse and Workable also. Okay, so first we create one unified API, then go through to the then this API inside talk about any greenhouse and workable and Juhu internally. So the functional requirement are this. I will explain one by one in my code, and then we use here serverless framework. Serverless framework basically what is mean by serverless framework? Serverless means not like a server not present in the code. Serverless means basically the server is managed by the code. So here I use serverless.yml file that contain all the code related to the servers. And for serverless offline, it is used for local demo. So create this thing, I use this thing, so I explain one by one. Then error handling and pagination. So basically when we talk about the ATS return any error, so we use clean JSON error, and for handling this error we use ATS pagination. Okay, so, how to create a free trial sandbox in your ATS? I will explain one by one. First of all, I will show the code and code structure for you. So, sorry. Uh, this is basically the code structure. Okay, so this is the file that contain all the code johorecruit.py. Okay, this is all about the code. Here I use Joho API. So this is .env and that contain basically Joho API key. Okay, so how I run this code? So basically this is the command like npx serverless offline start. So when we talk about this is run on the localhost 3000. So I will show you. Basically, this is localhost 3000 development slash job. So I explain one by one what feature it contains. When I go to the ATS, our ATS application, our Joho application, Joho console. Okay, so when we talk about, we create a profile in Joho and we create one job. Okay, so this is basically the ATS data, and I need to fetch this data from my application. Okay, so I create one endpoint API endpoint deb the slash job. So this is basically this ID title location error and external URL given by this API. Okay, so how can use Joho API? Firstly, I describe this like this code. How will I get this keys? And this is actually real. So I explain like this is Joho API dot console. I create here my account Geetanshi Jain, and then client secret. I paste this two things in the .env file, then generate code. So basically from here I generate a code, and from command line I verify this code and then put out in my .env file. That is basically a permanent use. Yeah, this one, refresh token. Okay, so first question is when we talk about the first question is how to create a free trial sandbox in your ATS. So from this side, from this use, I will use this thing. Next, how to generate API key token. So I also explain. you how to run the server locally, service locally. So I run locally service like localhost 3000. We use curl, I also use curl here for API testing, like from the requirement, like example curl postman calls. Okay, so this is the my curl postman jobs. Like here I put out multiple times, like when we fetching this, yeah, this one. So when I run the command of this, like curl.exe job id and applications. Okay, so this gives all the applications that created by me, and all the applications are are basically have in our uh, Zoho account. So this is all the applications. And something like when we talk about we need to check candidate and all these things, so this is also like content. Yeah, this one is command. Yeah, curl http localhost 3000 development slash job. So this is job basically that I created, Python developer, that I show in the um, that I show in the localhost 3000. Yeah, this one I created the job. And third one is candidate. So I also run the command of candidate. I again run this command, like this application. Yeah, candidate.py script check candidate.py, searching from candidate. Yeah, so this is the candidate, this is from the candidate. Like I create one candidate name Geetanshi Jain, id this one. Okay, I not give particular id, so that the API fetch directly from the ID. I give only fetch the Python script check candidate.py. So candidate.py, like this, I created from few minutes before this Geetanshi Jain and ID. So this is basically so. So this is all about the project. And the folder structure is basically contain node modules, providers files like greenhouse.py, workable.py. When we talk about the changing of the API key, okay, so this is internally interacting with the like something here it use Zoho Recruit. So when I changing this API, it directly internally use greenhouse or workable. Okay, so this is basically the assigned task by Banar Technology Private Limited that I have done. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.